Welcome to another delicious episode of the Butcher's Market Steak of the Month Club. I get really excited about certain cuts of beef, but none more exciting than the Cowboy steak. Look at this monster steak. I'm going to show you a couple methods how to turn this bone-on ribeye into a delicious meal for two. And don't forget, the Butcher's Market makes it super easy for us with this roasted corn. It's already got the garlic butter in there and wrapped, ready to go. Let's get into the action. Whenever I'm cooking a big piece of beef like this, I like to season it up about 30 minutes ahead of time. So today we're going to use Camp Mix, which is kind of an all-in-one seasoning, really nice. And we're going to just sprinkle it right on top and right on the sides. Don't forget to get that fat cap. Now, one other pro move I'm going to show you, we're going to take a sharp knife and we're going to scruff this steak. Well, meaning we're going to use the knife and cut little channels all the way across the surface of this steak. And let me show you, not too deep, and about, I don't know, what's that, ½ an inch? And this is going to provide more surface area for caramelization to occur. So we're going to get more of that beautiful crust, and I want to see it on both sides. And then once all that fat starts rendering, it's just going to go through these channels and create more caramelization. So we're increasing the surface area and increasing the flavor of our steak by doing this, the scruffing method. Don't cut too deep though. Beautiful. Now we'll let that sit for about 30 minutes in refrigeration. I'm going to put just a touch of oil just so it's ready to go on the grill, and that's enough for both sides. All right, let's get our grill set up. So I'm creating 2-zone cooking in this kettle grill. Notice how I've got all my charcoal banked to one side, okay? So I'm gonna have a hot zone over here and kind of almost an indirect zone over here. That just gives me more control. Once I get my big bold sear on this side, I can move it to the indirect side and cook the steak a little more gently. I'm also gonna sneak in that corn on that side about halfway through the cook. So it's been 30 minutes. We've got our seasoned and scruffed Cowboy steak ready to go on the grill. Our grills come to a temperature of 450 degrees, so anywhere between 450 and 500. And we're just gonna place it right on. That sizzle is music to my ears. All right, we're gonna close the lid. We're gonna give it about 10 minutes and then check back and give it a turn. 10 minutes into the cook at 450 degrees, let's give it a little turn. And I'm not turning to get those checkerboard grill marks. I really don't care about that. I want to move the steak to a slightly different spot where it's going to pick up new energy from some of those tines that haven't soaked up all the energy in the steak. Does that make any sense? That's a lot. That's a lot. What I'm trying to do is move the steak to a slightly different spot where it's going to pick up more caramelization and a little bit more heat. It's been another 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and open the dome and flip this steak onto the other side. Oh yeah. I like the caramelization. That's absolutely stunning. I'm gonna go ahead and sneak the corn on this indirect side right now, and we'll turn that in about 5 minutes. Let's take a look at that caramelization. Oh, beautiful. All right, let's lay it away on the indirect side. Now, when you're cooking a beautiful, thick cut of beef like this, I feel like my whole entire life I was taught rare steaks, and then you think, well, it's a ribeye steak, let's go medium rare. I'm telling you right now, you might want to push a little bit even further towards medium. We want to give this steak the opportunity, all that beautiful intermuscular fat, the marbling, to melt. We need to turn into flavor and moisture, and the only way to do that is to bring that internal temperature a little higher. You have a much better mouthfeel and a much better eating experience when you take it just a little past medium rare. I promise you, give it a try. It's been around 30 minutes. I've flipped the steak a couple of times throughout the cook, and it is looking stunning. Let's take that internal temperature. We're looking for 130 to 135. We are at 133 right now. So we're gonna pull this baby off and let it rest. And look how the scruffing just did exactly what we thought it was going to do. All those channels of flavor, more caramelization. Let's look at the other side. Yeah, just stunning. What a steak. And our corn feels nice and soft. Let's go ahead and bring that off. We'll leave it wrapped up. The Butcher's Market's made it really simple for us. Again, they've put a garlic butter inside the foil wrap. We're gonna have to let this steak rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. This is the most difficult part about this whole meal, is having the patience to let it rest, but we gotta do it. See you in 10. Congratulations, we've done it. We waited the 10 minutes, so now it's time for the eagerly anticipated slice. I'm gonna take this bone off first, and then we'll cut into the eye of this steak. So the way I like to do that, I stand it up, and I take my knife, and I just trace that bone, and then I grab here just to give it a little extra support, and come right through. You can even toss this back on the grill a little bit and get a little char there and have a really nice little beef rib. We're gonna take a little bit more of our camp mix and go right on that new side. There's so much surface area there that hasn't had any seasoning. And while we're slicing, just leave that baby right there. That's the chef's treat. So what I want to do is give some nice slices here, and then we're going to finish with a little bit more of our camp mix, okay? But we're gonna slice it all first. I mean, look at that. I'm telling you, this is where you want it. You don't want this rare, push that medium rare almost to a medium, and this is what you get. Absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna let this sit right here for just a minute and let it bloom. So take a look at the color right now. In about 3 minutes, this is gonna go through a dramatic change, and it's gonna rose up or rouge up a little bit. The oxygen is gonna mess with the myoglobin a little bit, and we're gonna see that nice medium to medium rare color. Just give it about 2 minutes, and it's unbelievable. While we're waiting on that ribeye eye to rouge up a little bit, let's take a look at our corn. Oh yeah. It's just so nice that it's already seasoned, it's already wrapped. All you have to do is pop it on the grill halfway through the steak cook and flip it a couple times. The Butcher's Market couldn't make it any simpler for us. Let's go ahead and dive down here, take a look at the rouge. It's really come through nicely. So let's go ahead and slice this and finish this party platter for two. And while we've got this all on the board, we're gonna use a little of that camp mix and just do a finishing salt, or as a post salt, as my friend CJ likes to say. And to top this dish off, we've got to remember our chef's treat on the grill here. This is a meal for me right here for sure. I'm a corn guy, I'm a ribeye guy. This is gorgeous. Let's go ahead and give a bite. I'm gonna try a big old piece of that ribeye deckle. Here we go. That's the bite I've been waiting for. Look at this beautiful glistening corn. Let's give it a bite. Yep. That is lights out good. That is just big, bold flavors, and the Butcher's Market makes it super easy for you. Don't forget to stop on in, check it out, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel to see more offerings from the Steak of the Month Club. Folks, I'm going back to the Butcher's Market today. Hopefully, I'll see you there.